my Conquering Mega Eagle. Alright folks, so I just picked myself up a new mower. I've never actually paid for a mower in my life, you know. I like free stuff, and people just leave these things by the side of the road. So I've had a Honda before, really liked it. I don't know why that one fell apart. It's quite some time ago now. And no, I think I had the Honda, and the deck was completely totaled, and I put it on another deck that was much too small for it, and I pretty much ended up using it like a strimmer, you know, picking the thing up on its back. Yeah, hit a brick, and one of the blades shot through the wheel. Really lucky, because that could have been my foot. It was one of the plastic decks, you know. So what? Liked it, and now I found another one. And my current mower is a little bit on the small side, so this one was gonna speed up cutting the grass, which is great. It's just obviously got a really really big hole running a third of the way around the engine. And the only other thing I've seen on the outside that's at all bad is this that wheel's a bit loose, so we'll strip it down, maybe try that grip blaster with the pressure washer again, the water blaster, and weld it up, and then what, put it back together, bit of paint, fix that wheel, and we'll have a nice mower. Okay, let's have another change of plan. That's a 21-inch mower with a much better deck. Yeah, that's 5 horse. The Honda's 4.5 horse. I reckon what would be a good idea is to just stick the Honda on there. Yeah, and because it's a restricted engine, to get around the noise, the decibel level, isn't it? They bring them right down to 96 decibels, isn't it? Which means the only way they can do that really is by limiting the RPM, isn't it? So we'll just bypass that. We'll definitely get a bit more power doing that, and I'm going to run it on avgas anyway. So I think that'll be alright, you know. Much bigger mower. It'll take me much less time to cut the grass with that. Stop using this one. I mean, I only used it to cut the grass about 3 or 4 times because it kept pumping oil, you know. I guess the bore's gone, or the valve guide's knackered, and it's just getting into the cylinder and wetting the plug up, isn't it? And you know, if it's not wetting the plug up, it's, you know, belching out smoke. I don't think I couldn't even start it now, probably not. That gearbox. Have you ever seen such a corroded lump of aluminium? Jeez, Jesus. Nice. We're gonna rip the whole thing out. I think I'll be able to run with this thing, you know. Like, it's gonna cut grass so fucking fast that that gearbox will be too slow anyway. So I'll just leave that out. Pull the rest of this tin work out. It's rotten anyway, and I don't use a glass box. There's no point having a grass collector, eh? So we'll have to put a cross member in there, and make a new one of them as well. Yeah. Okay, so I know I was just praising epoxy primer in the last video, or the one before that. Epoxy's good. It's good and strong. You need a very clean surface though, and I've not got my surface that clean. But the thing is, if you're guaranteed that the paint finish is going to get broken, rather than using a particularly strong paint, which, you know, if you're guaranteed it's going to get broken, it doesn't help too much. You're far better off using a you know, an inhibiting paint, like something that's got zinc in it on steel, you know, not aluminium, I suppose. Yeah, this is zinc 182. Inspired the early 2000s rock band, I suppose. Funnily enough, first time I used this was painting my dad's lawnmower for him, the grass box. So now I'll paint my own mower with it, hey? It's good enough for his old Atco. It'll be fine for this Frankenmower, isn't it, hey? Okay, I'm just putting the third coat of this zinc primer on, and you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, when I'm a YouTube millionaire, obviously I'm going to start a knife factory and a cargo bike factory. I might also start a lawnmower factory and just hot dip, you know, hot zinc dip the decks, and they'd last forever, wouldn't they? They would last forever. I mean, like, I don't know why no one does it. I mean, obviously we all know why no one does it, because, you know, no mower would ever break. If you had a hot dip deck and a Honda engine on it, that thing would last a lifetime, wouldn't it? So if one person started doing it, they'd make a mint until everyone else started doing it, and then everyone would go out of business, wouldn't they? Because there'd just be, like, you know, 50-year-old lawnmowers that are still absolutely brand new. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do with my millions. Okay, so this is the lower half of the handle. Fuel tank's going to mount up there. We've got some off stands, so we can run the fuel line down there. Little fuel filter's going to go in there. Proper job, mate. What I'm also going to do, yeah, because my boys are absolute bastards for buggering around with anything I leave lying around, and I'm terrified that one of them's going to get the mower started or something, isn't it? So I'm actually going to fit an ignition barrel to this lawnmower. Yeah, so I'm just going to weld a bit of pipe, bit of capped off pipe, and then I'll put a keyed ignition switch in it. Yeah. Okay, so here's the mower. seems to do alright with that little 4.5 horsepower engine. I suppose it's not driving the wheels like the Briggs was. And what, put a mulching blade on there. So let's see what the grass is doing over there. Yeah, that's an Oregon mulching blade, and they're pretty good. Not cheap, definitely not the cheapest blades, but they got these shredders on the back, so you know, even if you go through long grass, it sort of shreds it and it doesn't clump so badly, and you don't have to pick it up. So I did away with the little handle, you know, and we've got a key now, so it's probably a little bit better to leave, you know, to have around with the kids and that, because I can take the key out, you know, completely disable it. Put that fuel tank on. I was going to put the bigger engine on, and then yeah, I got it running with the bigger engine, and it wasn't too happy, so I'm just running the fuel in there into the carburetor, and this has still got a tank on the back that doesn't do anything, but we're going into the fuel cock there, so I can at least switch it off. And the welding went okay, but I used floor paint to paint it, you know, just because I was painting the crane anyway, and it's reacted quite badly. I think my first coat hadn't dried. Put another coat on and it's gone like that. It's only the top coat that's done that, but you know, there's 3 pretty thick old layers of paint in there, so I reckon it'll be alright for a little while anyway, until I get another 5 scrap mowers from the side of the road. Anyway, you know, I've got grass to cut, folks, so I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.